fucking peacekeeper takes no prisoners, bitch.
I'm smacked up right now, man. Allegedly a legend, I gotta keep it steppin'. Made his words be a weapon, always into something epic. Daddy bopping, violent flex shit. I don't know how I can stress it. In this life, no longer stressing. Swear this life a blessing. Pray you never test me. For these words you'll be as deadly. God before, ain't nobody against me.
Made it. Yo, what's going on? It's MPN calling me back, gaming in the flesh with my first official edited video on a how-to guide for Captain America, the Avengers, the original Avengers. Focus though, this is my first video because I love the game Avengers and I am a very, very vivid Captain America fan. For several reasons. If you let Dookie tell you, never mind, I'll let Dookie tell you some other time. Cap is more focused around combat, defense, health. He's really good with doing damage. He's more so focused on directional damage, what's right in front of you. Not the strongest at AoE, like at all, but what he lacks in AoE and massive damage, he makes up for more for in adaptability and creativity. To me, Cap is one of, if not the, I want to take that back, Cap is the funnest character that you can play with now for several different reasons. Really excited about this. I put in so many hours in just Captain America alone. He was actually my first 150 character. I've gotten to 150 several different times now. Please, if you like this, subscribe. Look forward to more content, and please show all support. If you find the video useful, drop a like. Also, real quick, let me give a quick shout out to Ezron, El Duce, Micah, all the queens and friends, my brother Rakina, everybody who's been real helpful, showing support. For me, getting all this stuff started up, I really wanted to take the time out before I get the video started, especially with you guys. Really thank you guys. I really do appreciate it, man. Look forward to a lot more great content, and I want you guys to know that, man, all you guys are the backbone for all the greatness to come. Let's go be legends. I do this shit. Alright, we're starting off in a Quinjet. This is my Cap build. I've been working on it off and on, and I've been playing the game off and on. And mostly when I build my Cap, I used to just focus all on melee, strictly melee, but now I try to focus some more on defense versus melee. And I've been putting more into my resilience and my resolve. I'm not really worried about too much on valor and precision, being as though, those things kind of balance themselves out. I'm finding out. And you'll definitely get to see everything I'm saying in this video. First, let's start off by looking at the overall stats. You can see my mights at 149, proficiencies at 221, resolves at 97, 130 for resilience, intensity at 74. I focus mostly on my proficiency because I rely on my Jarvis shields a lot. They really help me out when I'm trying to do combos and against the tougher enemies, for instance, like exosuits or the adaptoids. That Jarvis barrier really does come in clutch when you're playing as Captain America. You can focus more so on doing intensity and focus more so on just trying to pull aggro from other teammates. And if you have it set up correctly, when you pull aggro with Cap, that really works out for you from the way that I have this build set up, because it'll allow you to get more takedowns, dish out more damage, and it'll allow more enemies to focus on you. And if you have it set up to with high resilience, high resolve, for instance, then Cap pretty much can just take damn near everything. If you can't tell, I'm coming down with a cold or something. My major artifacts are Nordic Stone. That's pretty much the damage 1-4 seconds on all damage buff. L3R3, you get damage boost. And then you get increased critical hit chance. And like I said, or if I did say it first, I definitely focus on my criticals, which is why I chose to pick the Sacred Nordstone as my my major artifact. get that damage back. Because if you are pulling aggro, you're definitely going to want to get some damage done. With my minor artifacts is something that I really don't focus on too much. The way I have them set up now is just to get me gear. I focus on the stats. As you can see right here, this one I got more so just for the stats. And I'm also farming gear, which is why I have it. Which is why I find it a little useful, because it's helping me find a little bit better gear for Cap. Excuse me. This one's pretty much the same thing. It just increases my critical hit chance for light combo finishes. And if you see my Cap gameplay, you notice I don't really focus on lights too much. I mostly focus on heavy, since they deal out the most intensity and they knock back a lot. I just got this major artifact for Cap. It does a lot of damage. For heavy combos, for heavy power attacks, and for light combo finishers. And it also gives me a Jarvis Shield, 19.2% chance whenever I do damage, or whenever I get melee attack on the enemy. So just for doing the melee attack, I get 19.2% chance to get a Jarvis Barrier. Goes back to me saying I focus on defense. And as you can see here, I went back. I'm probably explaining the Jarvis Barrier right here some more in depth. And as you can see here, this one, a 22.1% chance for that Jarvis Shield, ranged attacks, deal particle damage, and a 29.2% chance defeating an enemy with ranged critical attack, strength, and vulnerability buff. So you can see now I'm really trying to focus on my defense and staying alive. 2 Jarvis Barriers and a vulnerability buff. You'll see later on in my gear that I have a defense buff as well. But I have Gamma and I have Particle, because those two work together. And you can see here with that critical percent chance, with my proficiency being 221, and with my critical being a high, I have a pretty decent chance to get that shield. This one right here, my piece of epic gear, which is sad that epic gear is sometimes better than legendary and exotic. But 23% chance taking damage gives me explosion, stun for enemies. 52% chance critically injured, gives me my damage buff. That's 32. And 50% chance against the spin attacks. That's the stuff that takes your heroics away. And here you can see 16.3% chance to stun damage from power attacks, compensating for my lack of intensity. 32% chance activating an assault heroic grants a willpower burst. And then defeat 3 enemies in rapid succession gives me another defense buff. Focuses solely on my buffs here, people. Tons of shield, tons of vulnerability buff, tons of defense buff. I even doing some damage buffs, and Cap. This commander call really helps. I'll just go over these briefly. As you can see here, I'm rolling with my Point Man for my specialty. I really love Point Man. These are all maxed out. Then I have Threat Control to give me some stun damage back. Compensating for that intensity or lack thereof is only at 70 for me. Hold up to 2 charges of Steamroller. That really comes in handy. Every 2 enemies defeated drops heroic orbs. CQC Specialist. It gives me heroic orbs for every takedown. It allows me to attack weak enemies with a takedown. And then every takedown while Brooklyn Brawler gives me 3 seconds. When you put all this stuff together, you have damn near infinite Brooklyn Brawler. You never have to worry about your specials. I mean, with that extra Steamroller, it's like I never have to worry about Steamroller at all. It's just constantly. So let's get to the masteries. I got Stun Mastery, working on my intensity again. And I have Heroic Boost. That gives me heroic for every attack I do. I have Heroic Takedown Mastery. Forming a takedown gives me Heroic Orbs, as per. Increase the speed of my shield throw. That allows me more shield throws, more critical hit chances. More numbers you do, more chances you have. That's plain and simple. Just going through it here. And then we have Perfect Catch. That gives me 50% critical chance and When catching the shield, it boosts my damage by 15%. Excuse me, gives me 35% critical hit chance. I love my criticals. 50% chance to generate heroic orbs when defeating enemies with headshots. Something that I tried for, but you'll see that I get tons of heroic orbs anyway. Increases the base regeneration. What page? I'll check that again. Energy boost 3 increases the maximum amount of intrinsic that I get. Nothing else have I really ever used as far as the efficiency tree. We've got Captain's Defense Mastery. That's more so for Commander's Call. That's his defense buff that he gets when he uses his shield attack. This is R2 and triangle. Defeating enemies refreshes Captain's Call, which is something that I used to have. I guess I still have it. Alright, and then you can see here, I actually switched this while I was streaming because I found something that's way better. It definitely works a lot better. You can see me switch it right about now. Boom. That's what I love about this game. Things always just work. Look at that iron defense. Whew. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this video. The stage that I chose for this one was on the helicarrier. It is a harm mission. It's challenge level 4, and there's actually like a little backdoor way that you have to get into challenge level 4, and I have a little tutorial on that too. First thing you do is you go over to taking aim. That's the Kate Bishop missions that you got. Free DLC. They gotta give us something free to compensate for these glitches, baby. Put it on challenge level 4. Switch back over to wherever field you want to go to. Avengers Initiative. We're gonna go back to our helicarrier. We're going to go ahead, and as you can see now, it's locked out. I'm going to go challenge level 4. I'm trying not to be too loud. My daughter's in the back sleeping, and I'm up editing. Shout out to all the dads. For my teammates, I try to pick people who wouldn't draw too much aggro or wouldn't do too much damage. I wanted this video to be focused most so on Cap, which is even why I took Natasha off and put Iron Man on. And from this point, we just need to load in. I don't know if I'm going to cut this out or if I'm just going to actually make you guys suffer with me through the loading screen. Why now? I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but as we're doing this right now, I am about to start Mia J. We had a loading screen anyway. I got some time. And while I was making this video, shout out to the devs. I talk a lot of shit, and if you guys watch the stream, I'm going to give you a lot of shit, but it's a great game. I want you to know that now, because I'm going to talk a lot of shit. But you guys do got a lot of glitches about you, so fix that glitch. Alright, we're going to see us start off. And with Cap, you see me start off mostly with range. The reason I start off with range is trying to get that Jarvis shield from those criticals. I don't have to. I pretty much get it for anything that I do. But with range for Cap, it's always good to use his range. Even though my precision's at 0, you can see it knocks them back. It does good stun damage. It's good for dispersing enemies. It doesn't get you close to the battle. You can see me trying to use his shield here to reflect everything back. That's very, very useful. It's more so something that you need to time. Make it available for a situational type of a moment. Also, you can reflect Iron Man's shield. You can reflect Iron Man's laser beam back. You can see I really love Captain America's shield. Every character on here has like their own weapon or their own abilities. And Captain America, if you ask me, he's focused on his shield. I use that so much more. I'll use his combos and stuff like that. And I am a god comboer with Cap. But I just love his shield. I mean, it's fun. Captain America struggles with taking enemies out of the air. There's one part of the video where you're going to see I really have difficulty taking this one guy out of the air. there's certain combos and stuff you can do, and I might make a video about, you know, Captain America versus Earl videos. But for right now, we're just going to get into this basic combo, this basic video that I have. Normally, when you play with good people, you leave it up to your flyers to take out the turns, but these things are just annoying me, so I just went ahead and took them all down. As the video progresses, you'll see me start to open up the actual combo set more, but what I did at the beginning is I just want you to see that Cap does not need to use heroics. I might do a video for each character, and I might CC some of my friends because they have better builds on other characters compared to, for instance, like my Hulk. I know some guys that can clear a room out with a Hulk a lot better than I can. But also with Cap's shield, let's say for instance, if you hit someone in the leg and you know, it'll knock them up, that sets you up for combos, headshots, body shots. It's depending on where you hit him at, it can give you an advantage in a fight. I love throwing his shield. That's something you should definitely practice with. And that kickback does increase damage, pretty much calling intensity. So if you have a flying enemy, that shield, that kickback that he does with the shield after he throws it, that'll knock him back, or that'll knock him out of the air. Excuse me. You'll see me get tons of takedowns. I'm not going to tell you the secret just yet. I'm going to show you a little while. Right now, you can see me just doing combos. It does not matter who you fight. And the secret of a Cap, if you see them starting to attack, just jump and hold triangle. That's it. And that really opens it. You'll see me do that a lot. Dodging is key. Even if you don't feel like you need to dodge, just dodge real quick. If there's a group of enemies surrounding you and you're Captain America, you're at a great disadvantage. You'll notice throughout all my gameplay, I keep all enemies in front of me. I'll roll and I'll keep rolling. Even if there's one guy behind me, he can mess up your combos. He can even, like, maybe depending on who it is, you'll get one shot. It'll be a lot harder to see the incoming indicators to let you know when to dodge. It's just best to keep all your enemies in front of you. If your enemies are all in front of you and you can see him as Captain America, just throw that shield out. You'll see me trying to get fancy here with my combos. I just like the way the Cap's combos can all go in. You'll see me hit him with that one shield buster, knocked him back, and while he was down, I charged at him, and when he jumped up, I just came around with that over him. His combos is just so beautifully put together. It's almost like playing as a ninja, but they kept him, like, instead of giving him cartwheels and, you know, somersaults, he just does like rolls, quick dodges, so he looks still more commando-like. I love it with Captain America. You see I roll a lot. I love that Spartan kick. That's really good for doing high stun damage with Cap. And you'll see me get tons of takedowns later on. These open stages, I really don't take it too serious. I get every takedown that I can get with Cap. If you notice, you'll see the gamma damage that I can do. You'll see the pin particle damage come in a little bit later. Well, actually not later. When the more I throw my shield. Excuse me. I'm just waiting. When the enemies first normally spawning, you can get a quick takedown. And as you can see, I have not used my heroics at all yet. There's no need. Oh, there we go. I just used one. Oh, no, I didn't. That was just a regular throw. I'd like to try and challenge myself. Sometimes while jumping, I'll try and see if I can hit a target, multiple targets, or something like that. You see that knockback, that kickback I was talking about, took him out of the air. And once you get an area enemy on the ground, rush him. Grab him and hold him. Grab him and hold him. Shout out to Tony Baker. Ah, man, is this the one I was having? No, I don't think this is the guy I was having an issue with. God, the area enemies are just so, and you can see dodging is on point. With those, you can reflect a lot of stuff back with Captain America's shield, but I'm also just dodging. It's easier, gets you set up for combos, and also you can go straight into a combo from a dodge with the square or triangle button. Excuse me while I roll this blizzy. Alright, and don't get intimidated either. If you're playing as Captain America, I understand. He's not the biggest character, he's not the strongest character, but you're still Captain freaking America. Like, let no enemy, you know, intimidate you. Like, rush into the battle, go into the battle. You're gonna die. I mean, you may die, whatever, but fight it. You got to. You got to. That's the only way you're going to get good. If I can say anything about this guy, play with him, practice, get it in. And if you're like anything like me, I mean, send me an invite, yo. Everybody that I normally typically play with on a day-to-day basis, we're all God levels. I mean, I am a God. Shout out to the queens and friends. And now you can see me start to open up my arsenal using Brooklyn Brawler. And you're about to, like with Brooklyn Brawler, you're just non-stop takedowns. The key to that is you just put as much damage as you can in. And then holds to start going down. And with that extra 3 seconds, you'll see that it's damn near like it's just infinite. Every takedown you get, just another 3 seconds on. And if you can get, this is where I started having problems with the area enemy. But if you can get all these guys right next to each other, you'll have Brooklyn Brawler. Well, I think the longest I ever had it for was like 90 seconds. And still had one in the tank. You can see I still have Brooklyn Brawler, and I have another one up there on my heroics. Shout out to the glitches, Earth's Mightiest video game. And when I use his steamroller, sometimes that's just to put like quick stun damage on to disperse someone. I'll say someone's about to shoot at you, hit him with that steamroller. It's good. It's good CC. If you don't know what CC means, it means crowd control. And that shield hit that I did right there, that activates his commander's call. That's his defense buff. Let's see. That's my shield throw. Boom. Knock him back. Boom. You see that jump and that right there? It knocks him back. It's good for crowd control. And another thing, too, with that steamroller, if you get 2 of them, let's say you're in a situation where you're in a big crowd or something like that, and you know you're about to take quick damage, use your steamroller ability. Anytime you use a heroic, you're invulnerable for those few seconds. That really comes in handy. You can see I avoided that takedown right there. Let one of your teammates get it, even if it's an NPC. Pass out the love. And you can see my Brooklyn Brawler right now is at 23 seconds. And just look at how it's building. Every time I do a hit, it charges up. Every time I get a takedown, I get another heroic orb back. And just look at my health. And I have my Jarvis shield on. Invincibility at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. You see me not use my Nordic Storm. You see me not use my major artifact whatsoever. I really don't even need the heroics. I just put this stuff in here just for the sake of the content of video. Just to show you guys, like, Cap gets it in. No cap. Shout out to my people from the city area, DC. We don't care. And I really like the part where the enemy started to ramp up the difficulty. That pretty much made me decide, you know what, once it started getting a little bit tougher and I started feeling like I have to try whatsoever, fine. That's when you'll see me really start to take it up a notch. And that steamroller works so excellent when you can get them all lined up like that. And that goes back to me saying, keep them all in front of you. At the very least, you can get a nice steamroller going, and that thing will ricochet for seconds. I think there's some part of the video where my shield is to come back for like 6 or 7 seconds. And, if you really think about it, like 6 or 7 seconds without your shield, and it's just out there doing damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of damage. Steamroller could work. Just got to know how to use it. You can see me just dodging here, like just trying not to take that damage, trying to avoid them, knock them out the sky. Rolling. Practice those rolls, practice your parries. And a key to the dodging too, don't wait until you have like extended range when you dodge too. So just for example, you can press circle to dodge, or you can double tap circle just like that, and you can roll out the way. So don't wait. Just go ahead and dodge. If you're scared or you think it's coming, don't worry about the perfect dodge. Just get out the way of the attack. Boom, boom. Grab him and hold him. Give him the skibbity paps. And here you can see me not using the heroics again. Just beating them up. Boom, boom. You don't need heroics to take down the enemy. Yeah, my damage isn't high. My melee's not going. But boom. It's pretty. It's pretty. give him the business. Boom, that right there activates his commander's call, defense buff. And also I have it set up to taunt too, so in big groups you'll see me use that a lot too. And with that defense buff, you can draw enemies in, take aggro off of your teammate. Boom! You see me whenever I take an enemy out the sky, I rush them. Those are the people, that's like Cap's greatest weakness. People in the air. He cannot fly. He is like the most grounded character on the game. Only thing he really has for aerial combo, for aerial attack, is his shield. And that's going to wrap it up for the end of this video. I am MPN Color Me Bad Gaming, and I does this shit. Shout out to all my folks and all my people that believed in me. Look forward to more videos. If you like, subscribe, or like and subscribe. Later days.